Oh, we got another one of these, huh? Months basically to do that. Cool. Oh, and this ends at the end of the month. Hmm. You might need to do a little more. Oh, guys. So we want to finish the fame passes. It's about our only goal. But we got other stuff to do in the immediate moments. Oops, that's not what I want. That's the one. That's what I want. Yeah, what? Trying to do this. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, we need to start. All right. Let's change our costume because that's what we do. And emoticons ranked. We gotta do one explore in 60 seconds. All right, let's try and get explore out of the way. Loaded into saying those words that you hate me now. Raising hell here in the ashes, you're so great. Don't be afraid of these thunder clouds. $75. There's no way you're getting 75 points in a minute. So we just skip. Yeah. Nope. Not doing this. it's another one of these, huh? So... Might as well get our free points. But this isn't going to be good enough for what we need. By definition, not good enough. A very badly done second version of what's already done. Yay. I think we did that in 60 seconds, so now we can be done. Yeah. Alright, no more explore. We got it. We got almost all of the dailies done in one session. Yeah. So now we just need squads and ranked. Ranked will take like 2 seconds. Oh, there's another one of these. Okay. Squads is gonna take the longest. So let's do squads because we need at least 3. Well, we made it. Made it through round one. We need to make it through one more level, and then we've got the first point that we need. Okay. And if you want to jump on my back, two dragon fruits and one coconut. Got four bananas, two durian. One berry, three bananas? Oh, two berries, three bananas. Still made it to round three, which is all I need. Woohoo! Oh, oh, eighth hydrant. How's work going? Why that's coming through my speakers, but bored. I mean, that's how it is, isn't it? Want to see a dub? Well, I'm with a bunch of horrible noobs, so unlikely, but we'll see. Yeah. But It's fine. We're in. All I need is to get to round 3, which is this one. So, for the dailies. I'm keeping up with the fan. Might be catching up to the fan, actually. I did it! I survived! I will survive! Oh, yay! Hi. Wow, the 85 has the tail? I would never have imagined. Color me so surprised. Oh, yep, he's gonna cheat. Alright. Why is it doing that? Oh, what's this guy's name? Napoleon 1702. It's too bad you can't report while you're in game. Very easily. Anyone who uses that exploit is a lame loser. How are you doing today, Fop? Or tonight? This late evening? Probably Limbus Company? But it's going to take me a bit to get through this. Hopefully not too long. probably try and get through the very first chapter of Limbus Company, which will be the dungeon for the first thing. I actually I need to go to my VODs and look at exactly where I stopped because don't have a way to see that. I don't know where exactly I stopped. El Mano Breno? Brero. Mano Brero. Okay. 2 coconuts and 3 pears. Wanted what I needed. Durian, pear, coconut. Durian, pear, coconut. Lol. I faked myself out. I knew it, but I faked myself out. Mm-hmm. I don't know why my freaking thing is going. Myself in love. Well, that's not right. Stupid thing. Alright, this is mostly random. Oh, No. Ugh. Song's name is Leyline. Is that sounds like to the dragons? Yeah, I don't know. I just need to get to round 3, guys. Come on. That's all we need. Oh, he didn't bump me. I would have gotten in front of him. Hopefully, my teammates aren't complete idiots for this. Stop it. You morons. Stop it, you fucking moron. Stop it. You idiot. See, what everyone else is doing is deliberate, and you're just running around like a moron. This is one of those where less is more. If you see people doing it, you don't need to do it. We got a couple songs to play, you guys. Anna, orange, watermelon, apple, I think. Orange, grape, banana, orange, grape, banana, cherry, apple, orange, grape, banana, cherry, apple, orange, grape, banana, cherry, apple. Yeah. Oh, I had it. I had it. Regular, everyday, normal guy. Everyday, normal guy. Appreciate the bits, Bad Wolf. Time for round two. Oh, we're not making it. I got first. But they, it's a good. Yeah. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. Hey, Sandy. How's it going? Did we make it? Yeah, I didn't think so. I just need to get to round 3. Old school internet, baby. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. It was awesome, wasn't it? Old school internet is the best internet. Not this trash shorts and other garbage. Oh, I dived off. Yeah. Yeah. The old school songs were great. Oh, the only reason I found that song, Summer Chill Out, or Solo Chill. Oh, the other thing. I mean, I'm in West, I think U.S. West probably. I don't know. I don't really control where I go, so I'm doing squads at the moment, but I'm just trying to get the dailies done. And then I'm gonna play Limbus Company probably. Oh, I was gonna say, I found those songs because the guy who sings it, is on a TV show called The League, which is about fantasy American football, and it was really funny. And I found that he makes music, so I found his music, but it's from like 16-ish years ago, pretty long time ago. Who would you be? What would you look like if your day could have been the last day of the rest of your life? Not a day goes by that I don't think of you. Always asking what this crazy world had to lose. Such a light we never knew. So come too soon, yeah, yeah. Oh, Jump Club into Jump Showdown. There you go. We got my last squads done, though. Whether or not we win. Not paying attention. Probably want to jump Brim. Well, maybe he'll be by himself over there. Yep, he will. Oh, come on. It was already passed. He's gonna win. Almost guaranteed. I bet at some point this, 25 gets blown right off. Same routine, I lose my mind again and again and again. Sorry in the morning. Alright. I need one more thing for my dailies. That's ranked. Do you want to queue up for ranked? Let's see. Yeah, US West is what I'm on. I usually just have it on auto. Yeah. But US West is what I'm usually on. day to day, gotta lie like to live and no time to play. Time sick slow, stuck in the game. Every second is a chance to my brain. Working hard on sunny days, watching seasons slowly fade. No break cage, keep going again and again. I wish I would through the night. Yeah, I need to play one ranked so I die 5. Oh, okay. Oh! Is it still like it's... Man, my computer is weird and screwed up. All right. Gee. Do that. It'll do it. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Very odd. We did it. I've gotten almost all of my dives in. There we are. Woo! Woo! All right. I figured out why my stuff was being weird. So I got to the story. I didn't do the battle. All right. Oh, don't know how people. There we go. I do not know why I cannot get that consistently. Oh. Ratty Wallaby. Oh, great. This fun level. Oh well, that's all I need. Good job, Sandy. Nope, I didn't qualify. Did not qualify. I kept getting blocked by people's. I'll do one of these, but So what is this mode? I don't even know. Run 2 laps. Got it. Ah. We did it! Woo! Woo! I will find you to find you. Side of your starlight. Just tell me your loving you again, I will find you through. Sorry that the skies are only one side of your starlight. Didn't get a boost like I wanted, but we're good. Kissing our light to pull me through. Be lost here forever. Our light to pull me through. Back to you. You ain't sad one. The skies where long stars are down. Seas ignite. love again for you. Whatever. Woo! There's only one side of your starlight. Only two more left. The a-hole who sits there. Like I feel so far from you're all I need. I'll never see. You're all I see. Telling you all I need. Never leave. So you can drag me through. If it meant I could hold your hand, follow you under your skin. Literally, you have to last 30 seconds in the final? What's up with that? Not even like a minute. Like 30 seconds. Wow, okay. That is interesting. I mean, I know they're trying to get everyone to qualify, but... Well, there we go. I guess I got... I mean, it's made so you can't... So everyone wins, basically. That's basically the point of solo chill. Because you only had to last 30 seconds on the final. But I think we're moving into Limbus Company now, though. Limbus Company.
Limbus Company.
I think I'm done with NTE. Yeah, done. No, as in I'm not playing it anymore. Because, I mean, there's many reasons. I feel like I don't know. Nothing was done very well. Everything was kind of half-ass. Combat felt laggy. I don't know. The ceiling factor was I leveled up all of my characters to fight a level 40 boss with and all of their like upgrades and stuff. And I still was doing basically no damage to it with any of my characters. He was hitting me for like a third to a fourth of the bar. The dodging, even though I pressed the button, didn't seem to work like it's supposed to. So I'm like, if this is what it's gonna be, where you just have to like grind, I'm not gonna play this enough to make this worth it. And the story is fine. I like the setting, but eh. So I'm doing this, which I know I like. I know I like this, and I like the story and the setting. I just was very tired of feeling like I had to grind it, but I'm kind of over that. So, yeah, we're doing this instead. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons, but I think we were here. Let's remember what the story was.
Dante, 잠깐 나 좀 보시죠.
Dante, a word. While the others were busy exchanging greetings, Virgilius called me over to schedule to a secluded corner.
미리 말해두자면 저들은
Let me warn you in advance that the guides are only grade 8 fixers. Grade 8? Means they're low-ranked drudges, errands being their main tasks. Put them to use, but don't rely on them. In other words, they're not dependable enough. I nodded to let him know that I understood his point. He might be the only one on the bus I can talk to in any meaningful way. Well, best of luck, Dante. Virgilius gave my shoulder a pat with a crooked smile, then slowly made his way back to the bus. Alright, that was it, huh? I mean, we don't really need to do this story. Or this battle, but we were using this.
사냥감을 찾은 건가?
No, Play these two
어디
instead.
보자. 거미집 특별 조항에 따르면 헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
So it should be pretty straightforward.
유감 없는 싸움을 기대하겠소.
Because we don't really have too many decisions to make here.
전투응대에 나선다.
대성공이야.
쳐다보기에는
가끔 신나.
모르는 멋있는
노래
건 알아봤어.
부를까?
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번
몰라,
전투도
열받죠?
쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
이러면 아무것도 못하죠.
검나를
낙인을
내게 바쳐.
새겨드리죠.
훌륭하오.
쳐다보기에는
첨언할 이유도 없고
모르는 멋있는 건
꿈을
알아봤어.
꾸러 가도록.
최고의
이번에야말로
선택이었어.
이 싸움을
관리자.
끝내주겠어.
For these unopposed when you have attacks that should be defended against.
검나를
Whatever, I mean, I can't control where you go, so.
쳐다보기에는 모르는 멋있는 건 알아봤어.
준비한 기믹은 이게 다인가?
망설이면
와,
나갔어.
엄청난 공격이었어. 타입
기념할 만한 걸.
맞지? 카론, 스탐해줄게.
Fighting these
꿈을 꾸러
partial bug people
최고의 선택이었어. 관리자.
검나를 내게
should take
바쳐.
2 seconds. Do-do-do.
꿈을
Yeah.
꾸러 가도록.
확실한 승리였어요. 돌아가면 저번처럼 홈파티라도
Oh, he did
할까요?
most damage, huh? Alright. We go to our first dungeon. During the final stretch of each chapter, you'll be exploring a dungeon, a branch facility of the former L Corp. Designate the identities who will enter the dungeon with you. You can adjust your team once inside, so choose wisely. When you're fully prepared, press enter button. Recommended is 7, huh? Well then, let's give them... I don't think I need them higher than this, because, you know, these are all very strong identities. But that's exactly what we're doing, is we're leveling them up as we go. Except put up tying them. We already did that. So they're all at least 3. Just this. Alright. Everyone is level 7.
헌팅 커틀러리 준비.
Let's go. We enter the worn down building of L Corp's branch facility. The deeper we advanced into the dark ahead, the awful stench rising from the underground floor only grew stronger. Urgh, the smell, it's awful. You can feel the waste collecting in my lungs.
붙고 있어. 되려 머리가 맑아지는
The odor is so intense it circles back around into refreshing.
다시 한번 말씀드리지만
Let me warn you one last time. If you die here, Dante won't be able to revive you, even when the battle has finished. Revive?
유행하는 개그인가
Must be a popular joke or something. Oof.
요새
I can't even follow the kind of stories that are going around the city these days. They seem to have misunderstood us, but seeing as Foss made no comment on it, I decided not to add my input. Because we could now only make out the source of the rancid, we could now almost make out the source of the rancid smell before our eyes. Looks like they've been dead for a while.
정확한 관측이십니다.
An astute observation,
공격에
Executive
다다른
Manager.
것으로 보이는군요.
Corpses have reached the stage of active decay.
어,
Ugh,
얘네들이 한창
the
잔치하기
bugs are having a
연마했네.
feast over there.
얼른 서두르자고.
Let's just hurry along.
응?
Huh?
그래.
Something up, Gregor, babe?
자격지.
Are you scared of bugs?
이건 노파심인데.
Now, while I believe you're not so immature as to shove dead bugs in people's faces.
짠.
Boo!
하지 않을 거라고. 아이,
But just in case any of you...
뭐
Yeah,
이렇게 뛴 거야?
put it away. You think that's funny?
웃기잖아.
I mean, it is hilarious. Who would have thought that you, of all people, would be scared of creepy crawlies?
그래.
Greg,
그렇게
did
싫었어?
it bother you that much? Forget it.
거기 장난은
You
그만.
there. Stop with your
관리자들이
mischief
신경
this
쓰셔야 할
instant.
거리를 만들지
Do not
말란
cause
말이야.
additional concerns for our manager.
잠깐.
Hold on.
이
This
시체는
body here, it's
온기가
still
있다.
warm.
공격받은 건
Such is the sign of a recent
최근인
attack.
듯하구려.
The gloom that had cast over Yuri's face cleared after observing the bodies.
우리 아니
These aren't the Lobotomy Corporation's employees.
여긴 이제 금광이나 다름없는
I heard
곳이
these these buried facilities are considered pure gold mines now, attracting all sorts looking for a jackpot.
몇몇 해결사나
Phrases
조직들
like
사이에선
lobotomy dream or
로보토미
Inkenfelin
그림이나
rush are apparently
랭케
starting to
팔린
catch
러시안
on
말이
among
그런
fixers and
정도일까요?
syndicates.
로드.
LD, E-Rush. Got a nice ring to it.
조용히 있다가 기껏
Really
말하는
appreciate the input. Totally worth the long silence.
그러한 잉글리쉬는 본래의 뜻을 가물하게 만들지 않겠소.
Is such a frivolous use of English not prone to blurring the original meaning?
제 말이 그 말이
That's what I'm saying.
이상 씨
Huh.
뭔가
You seem to be
말투가
talking a lot
달라진
more than
것
usual, you saying?
이상하오?
Does that reflect strangely?
그이는 원래
He was never really the
말씀하지
quiet
않은
sort.
사람이에요. 최근에 조금
He only had a shift recently.
관찰력이 높은 졸개가
It's not a
많아진
bad
건
thing to have more
나쁘지
lackeys
않은
with keen
일이죠.
eyes.
계속 지금의
I'd
상태를
like you to
유지해
keep
주시면
that up. Let us march.
마치 그대가
You make yourself look like the captain here. I dare say that role belongs to the manager. Please forgive my insolence, executive manager. Frowning as though she were caught off guard, Otis bows to me as she apologizes. No, it's nothing. Let's head down. Most of the corpses' body parts were morphed in bizarre ways. One had insect wings protruding through their intestines, and another had horribly twisted antennae hanging down.
우리가 아까 마주쳤던 자들이랑
These look like
비슷해 보이지
kind of similar to the thugs we ran into just before, don't they?
그
You mean
벌레
the
머리
bug-headed
하고 있던
people?
사람들 말이죠.
Quiet, I'm seeing
전방
uniformed
거수자
tangos ahead. As Utis mentioned, multiple figures could be seen down the corridor.
거수자?
Uniform what? What's that?
거동 수상자.
Unidentified targets, possibly hostile. Hmm. I'm sure we all had the same idea as to what Otis was referring to. The enigmatic abnormalities that might be roaming this facility, as Foss mentioned. That might be what those shadowy figures are.
마주칠 수
We have no choice but to face them.
어이,
Hey, who goes there? What we confronted weren't the creatures we anticipated, but people. It was too early to be relieved, though.
뭐야? 이
Uh,
금방은 우리들
I thought
뿐이에요.
we were the only people around here.
입구 쪽에서
Did they slip past our team at the entrance? These scavengers keep coming one after the other.
어이 벌레들.
Oi, bug buggers.
너네
You,
친구들이냐?
you friends with the bodies back there?
시체
Bodies? You bastards didn't...
잠깐.
Wait,
어디서 온 찌꺼기들인지
don't know what hole you scum crawled out of, but hear me out.
어차피
You're
너희도
here for the
이렇게
Inkenfelin,
온
aren't
거지.
you?
여기서
If
한
you
층만 더
go
올라가면
just one floor down, there's a treasure trove just waiting to be nabbed.
거기는 너희에게 양보할
Whatever's on the floor is yours. We'll just take what we can here and be on our way. Ha. 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 So you recognize me, huh? The moment the soldier's eyes landed on Gregor's face, their thin-veiled affability crumbled.
이 배신자 녀석.
You fucking traitor.
아하.
Ah, you must be
너는
dispatched
전방에 소속돼
to the
있었나
front
보네.
lines too.
어때?
Don't I look better in real life than I do on those flyers?
헛소리 집어쳐.
Cut the crap.
내가 너 따위에게
I can't
경례를
believe I
했다는
used
게
to salute your
역겨우니까.
face. To your face.
이런.
Whoa, easy there.
실물이
It's
되고
not like you had to salute me in
너무
person.
그러지 말지 그래.
너는 그 가짜는
You didn't suffer from a single side effect, did you? You got to live a normal life. All thanks to that damn privilege of yours.
우린 아니었어.
We never got a chance.
기만자 새끼야.
You two-faced piece of shit.
전쟁에서
They discarded us like trash the moment we lost the war.
버려진 건 나도 마찬가지였어.
I was tossed out all the
모든
same,
인들이
you know.
똑같지 않나?
Isn't that a soldier's life? To be discarded?
그 중에서도 너희들은
And I see where you decided to take your life from there. Rifling through trash and gunk like actual vermin.
어이, 적을 도발해서
Halt.
좋을 건 없지 않아?
No good can come out of taunting your foe.
당신도 군 출신이라면
You
알잖아.
served in the military too. You know where this is going.
앞에 서 있는 것들과
We're
싸우고
not getting out of this
아니지.
without a fight.
순순히 보내줄
We were
생각이었나?
planning to let you through. We really were.
저
But now,
새끼
I'm gonna make mincemeat out of you and your traitor friend.
어이없는 새끼들이네.
Like hell you were. You were gonna wait for us to climb back up with the Ankerfelon so you could backstab us and swipe it. But
그랬던
wait,
거였어요?
were they?
밑바닥에 떨어질 대로
They
떨어지는
smashed right past
놈들한테
rock bottom a
이런
long
놈들
time
똑같냐?
ago. Don't expect them to care a whit for honor, eh?
가진 놈들도 뒤통수에
Well,
쳐 때리는
off or
판인데
broke, people
그런
turn.
말랑한 걸 기대하냐?
Well off or broke, people turn on each other as long as there's something. You're way too naive to think otherwise. Your goal is to reach the last section of the bottom floor and retrieve the golden bow. The dungeon consists of multiple floors, each rife with events and encounters. Clear the sector at the end of the floor to proceed to the next. Each sector is connected to one or more paths. You can travel to adjacent sectors by selecting them. It's possible to retrace your steps, so feel free to explore where you want first. The sinners don't heal after battle while in dungeons. Sinners with 0 HP are unable to participate, so keep track of their status. Reaching a checkpoint will allow you to fully restore your sinners. After losing a battle, you can attempt it from the start with whatever living sinners remain on your full team. Well, I mean, I don't think it really matters which one we do because I think they're basically all the same. She's blunt, right? You are slice and pierce. You are just slice. You are just slice. Blunt and slice. Blunt. Slice and blunt. We don't have one pierce, slice. Forgot what his stuff is. Rupture. Plus one more rupture with skill effects. I don't think it's gonna matter a whole lot. Although maybe we want someone with yellow. At least some yellow. So we only have 4 with 1 yellows.
애도의 시간이군.
Let's do this.
최선을 다해보자. 아이, 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
Get a gloom absolute resonance.
해보겠네. 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
찔거자.
대성공이야.
찔렀을
다른
Yep,
시야.
pretty darn easy. Gregor lights a cigarette and takes a drag before sighing a long plume of smoke.
다른 보안 업체에
They'd have
취직을
fared
해도
better than this if they
이것보다는
got a
나았을
job at
거예요.
a security company or something.
평생을 군인으로 살았던 자들이다.
Being a soldier is all they've
다른
ever
직업으로
known.
새 출발하기엔
The changes
적응하고
required for them to
바뀌어야
start a
할
new
것들이
life must have been overwhelming.
그리고
You have no idea how
그날의
stubbornly the
출신이라는
stigmata
건
of being
모르고요.
fallen wings
누가
remnant will
받아주면
cling to.
족발이라도 핥아줘야 할 정도로.
If anyone's generous enough to take you in, licking their boots is the least you can do. Oh, sorry about that. Should have chosen my words more carefully.
아니에요.
No, it's fine.
엘사나,
I'm sure things were rough with G-Corp's fall, too.
날개가 부러진다는 건 그만큼
The break of a
화려한
wing is a turbulent affair for many people. So we're doing an abnormality. Got pride. We got some. So we'll keep this group.
헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
So this one, now we can... Entities known as abnormalities may be found in dungeons. A different kind of approach is needed in encounters against abnormalities. Battles that employ this different approach are called focused encounters. Let's explore its mechanics. All abnormalities have one or more parts. Each part has their own set of skill slots and speed values. Abnormalities often have multiple parts that can be targeted. Each part uses skills from its assigned skill slots, and its speed values can change from turn to turn. In focused encounters, you must select the scanner's skills and icons and chain them directly to the abnormality skill slot. Press the gear on the left if you would like to zoom out and view the entire battlefield. Pressing the gear on the left while zoomed in will result in reset your field of view. Once you have connected every available skill to the enemy slots, the gear icon on the right, the button to enter the combat phase, will activate. Only then can you proceed to the combat phase. Now, chain every center's skills to the enemy slots, then start the combat phase using the gear icon on the right. Alright, so we have 4... So we have 2. It's probably best for her to go for this one. So we may be able to redirect this one. And then doesn't really matter where the last one goes.
검나를 내게 바쳐주지.
아직 징선 불안해. 대상 사망. 징수 진행 불가.
물감을 준비하고.
여기가
낙인을 새겨드리죠. 이번에야말로 이 싸움을 끝내주겠어.
It really doesn't matter. Whoever's first is just gonna kill him.
그럼에도
Oh, never mind. Wasn't gonna quite kill it. Wave 2. Oh. Speed assigned to each unit for this turn can be viewed here next to the skill slots. Speed of allied units can be viewed here on the dashboard as well. As you have just seen, focused encounters are conducted by chaining your unit skills directly to enemy skill slots. Wow. Now let's learn how to handle situations where several enemies are focused on a single allied unit. Hover over the select units slot here. Ally with faster speeds can force enemies with slower speeds to redirect their attacks and clash with them, instead of chaining their own skill against the enemies. Select a fast center and chain their skill against and chain their skill against the enemies. As demonstrated here, allies with faster speeds than the enemy can strategically draw attacks targeting other allies to themselves, depending on the flow of battle. When ally speed is greater than enemy speed, if an allied unit's speed is faster than the enemy unit, the allied unit can redirect the targeting of the enemy's skill to themselves. Once redirected, the allied unit and the enemy unit will clash. So we see this was going to Faust, but then they put Yisang, and since he's faster than this, now is clashing with him instead. Another thing to note regarding targeting and redirecting, an allied unit targeted by an enemy skill can still clash against that skill, regardless of their own speed. Chain your skill against the enemy. Allies targeted by enemy skills can clash against skills targeting themselves regardless of speed. So since this one was attacking Faust can attack this even though the speed is lower, basically. If an allied unit's speed is equal to or slower than the enemy's, they cannot redirect the enemy skill and may instead perform an unopposed attack. Allied with lower or equal speed values cannot force enemies with faster speed to target them. In such cases, both units will perform an unopposed attack, marked by blue arrows, instead of engaging in a clash first. Faster units will attack first. Unopposed attacks skip clashes and strike directly. While most skills may target a single slot, only the last skill chained to it will clash. The others will activate as unopposed attacks. Sometimes it can be an effective strategy to forego clashes and have multiple units use unopposed attacks against a single dangerous enemy, even if it leaves them exposed to attacks from others. Alright. So, as long as we are just good enough, which all of these should be good enough.
검나를 내게 바쳐주지.
영원한 잠으로 인도하지.
망설이면 나아갈 수 없어.
그쪽으로. 즉시 퇴거하시지요.
전 처음 봐요.
I've never seen those before. I don't.
모른다고?
You don't know? Hopkins' face quickly turned into a cold frown. The expression on his face was such a far cry from his sycophancy before Virgilius. That it sent shivers down my spine.
아니, 그게
No, that's not what I.
우리가 굳이 추락한 날개에
Don't you know why we bothered to let a fallen wing's feather into our office?
엘사의
To deal with requests taking place in Elcorp branches more safely.
잘하네.
Exactly.
관리직 출신에게
I didn't expect
별로
much from a
바라는 것도
low-ranked
없었어.
agent.
길었네.
You had two simple
그리고 저
jobs.
환상체인지
Lead the
혼자
way
존재하는
and
건
tell us how to deal with
어떻게
those
조져야 할지 알려주는 거.
abnormalities. Or whatever they're called. Abnormalities.
근데 처음 본다는 말이나.
Now you're saying you don't know what those monsters are. What are we supposed to do here then, huh?
호핀스.
Gosh, Hopkins, feeling hangry? Go easy on her.
유리 씨가 처음 본 게
They are in
확실하다면
fact new to Miss
이
Yuri.
객체는
Then these might be another type of entity derived from abnormalities.
어쩌면 또 다른
Perhaps
종일
a new
수도 있겠죠.
species.
그 코퍼레이션이
That corporation might not have had every specimen in their confines either. Miss Yuri, there is no reason to lambaste yourself for neglecting to remember what you were never taught.
감사합니다.
Thank you, sir.
뭘 간질거리게 입씨름을 하고 있어.
What's there to argue
두들겨
about?
패면 되잖아.
We only need to beat him to death, don't we?
시킨다면
Give the word and we'll do it. I don't know which one I have more of, but it's
역시 붉은 시선님의 수하들답게 능력도 만만치가 않군요.
so no, let's do
수아라고?
underlings.
아이고.
Oh boy, there goes Hopkins in his big mouth. Let me apologize in his stead.
그런데 왜 이렇게 꾸물럭대는
It's
거야?
taking so long, Hopkins. Hemorrhoids acting up again?
무슨 말을 하는 거야?
What are you talking about? I've never had. Hopkins slowly got to his feet after fidgeting for a moment. I noticed that his pockets were stuffed full, but I didn't bother to point it out. That was supposed to be after this battle.
파우스트가 맞이하죠.
유감 없는 싸움을 기대하겠소.
I mean, there's not much point in me selecting
내게
these.
받쳐주지.
훌륭하오. 이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없고.
대성공이야. 다른 신나. 노래 부를까?
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야. 이 전투
Waiting for them to kill everything.
퇴거하시지요.
One left.
방금 건 제대로 안 꺼냈어. 돌아오면 맥주라도 사야겠는 거.
엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸?
So now are they gonna play it? Nope. Huh, interesting. You can find checkpoints as you explore the dungeon. Your sinners will fully heal their HP and reset their SP upon reaching 1. When all of your sinners die, you'll be brought back to your last checkpoint. Do note that progress made beyond said checkpoint will be reset as well.
뭐 이쯤이면
Well, I suppose this place is as good as any. As soon as I opened the door, Faust suddenly strode to me and blocked my path.
단테,
Dante,
눈을
close your
감고
eyes and look for the star
어둠 속에
hiding in the
숨어있는
dark.
별을 찾아보 너무 찬란하지도 않고
Though not radiant, it
은은하게
still winks to
빛나는
reveal itself.
진리의
The
별을
star of truth. The star? This one won't hurt, right?
별을 찾는 것만이라면
Shouldn't cause you any pain since you're simply locating it. Something about the way Faust put that bothered me, but I decided to trust her and blocked my sight.
다시 눈을 뜨면
You
까마득
open your eyes, the star that seems so distant
당신과 눈을 맞추고 있을 거예요.
will be returning your gaze. That's beautiful. That light, is it only visible to me?
아니요.
Not quite.
당신을 통해서
Through you, now all of us can see it.
던전이 아니지만
Even though we're inside a dungeon, we can now reap the benefits of your ability through the
받을 수
star.
있게 되었.
그럼 얼른 시계
Can you
돌려주세요.
please hurry up with the clock
어깨뼈
then?
쪽이 아까부터
I
탈구된
think I
것
dislocated
같거든요.
my shoulder.
돌린다고요?
The clock?
아, 그 시계 정말
It
돌릴 수 있는
just wasn't
거라고요?
for. It wasn't just for show.
돌아가기만 하겠어.
That's not all it
엄청
does.
신기한 능력을 가지고 있다고.
They have a really neat
요리
power.
시간을 구경해봐.
You should come and take a look, Yuri. Will no one recognize that the pain I endure? Nope. It's only for their own survival. So let's.
상쾌한 기분.
Oh, that felt really good. I'm dying over here. What an amazing clock you've got. I haven't seen that kind of technology anywhere. It has to be on the level of an S singularity. Which wing could be behind it? Hopkins stared at my head with palpable greed. I tried to ignore it, but looking at his stuffed pockets again.
단테, 왜 네
단테,
머리를 붙잡고 있는 거야?
Why are you clutching your head like that? It's nothing.
파우스티안.
Miss Faust,
관리자께서 가진
is it within our manager's capacity to use the clock's power to restore the lives of the guides should they perish?
시계는
The
수감자들에게만
clock only works for
금지돼요.
us sinners.
아,
Ah,
차라리
gee.
그게 낫네.
I suppose that's for the better.
배에 구멍이 숭 났는데.
Imagine you're dragged
쭉
right back to
되살아나지면
life with a graphic
그게
hole
더
in your stomach.
끔찍하잖아?
Wouldn't that suck?
아니다.
Nah,
배가
you know
뚫리면
what?
운이 좋은
Dying
거지.
from getting a hole punched in your
내
gut
차례
is a
죽으니까.
pretty lucky way to go. You'd be a goner in seconds. Huh? Wait! A tendril erupts from the wall and penetrates Aya's abdomen in an instant.
전원, 전투
All
준비.
units, prepare for battle.
내가 말했지.
What'd I tell you?
난 항상
I've always been a
운이
lucky girl.
좋아.
Aya!
절명했어.
Your life is already cut short.
자,
Come now. You've got to keep it together.
이럴 때일수록
Especially in times like
똑바로
these,
쳐야
yeah?
하지 않겠어?
But
일반적인 공격의 형태를 취하고
that was a
있다면
rather unusual form of
상승될
attack.
가능성이 높습니다.
It is likely that we are facing an abnormality.
관리자님, 명령을
Executive
부탁드립니다.
Manager. Orders, please. I felt pity for Yuri. She looked at Aya's corpse and then back to us, tears welling in her eyes. Nevertheless, Yuri, Hopkins, and Aya, those three I can't revive. We have to fight now if we don't want any more casualties.
현명한 판단이십니다.
A wise decision, Executive Manager.
저 째까기는 소리가
You can make that
헬스기타는 건가?
sense of that ticking? Otis levered a fiery glare at Hopkins, but soon reminded herself of her priorities and took a sharp breath before bellowing out, "The executive manager has given their command, lackeys.
포위 진영을 구축.
Surround the enemy in formation.
전방
Target
거스.
is the uniform ahead."
네.
Okay.
그런데 저걸
To be
잘
honest,
할 수 있는지
I'm not sure
모르겠네.
if you can say this thing has a form. The shadowy entity, its silhouette greater than a human's by several orders of magnitude, filled the room as its tendrils extended insidiously towards us. It was approaching, invoking in us a sense of terror unlike any foe we faced thus far. Fight the battle. Blunt and slice. These two.
징수하겠네. 아, 상쾌한 기분. 그 시계 진짜 신기하네요.
I don't know why they let you play the story separately if they're gonna play it during the thing. All right, so You've encountered a new abnormality. Please view its abnormality guide. The abnormality guide lists information about the abnormality. The guide will gradually fill up as you battle the abnormality. Raise the observation level by repeatedly encountering and battling the anomaly. Higher observation levels slightly increase the damage you deal against an abnormality. You may encounter abnormalities with multiple parts in the dungeon you explore. In such cases, each part may have different resistances, passives, and skills. This abnormality's weak point is its fruit part. Target the fruit. We're all targeting the fruit part. Why?
거긴 킬존이다. 그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸렘.
낙인을 새겨드리죠.
쳐다보긴 우리 엄마 멋있는 건 알아봤지.
Destroyed a part of the abnormality. Let us consult the abnormality guide to see if anything has been updated. You destroyed the fruit part. Physical resistance values for destroyed parts become fatal. Please note that parts marked as severable cannot be attacked again once destroyed, unless they regenerate. Progressing through the encounter will unlock the enemy's passive information. Reading the details and clues in the enemy's information window is crucial to winning certain battles. Continue suppressing this abnormality. Want to redirect one of these if we can. It's struggling. I mean, we really can just kind of cheese this in reality. Because these are all really strong. So, I mean, you should be looking at stuff like this. The fruit is destroyed. All parts are inflicted with 2 fragile. Fruit regenerates after a turn. Start of turn, inflict 1 bind. Slash until roots have been broken. For each intact arm. But because it's all low speed, we can just attack the fruit part and kill the rest of this. So
거긴 킬존이다.
아직 징수할 내역이 남았으니
이제 쳐다보긴 갖고 놀기 멋있는 건 알아봤지. 그쯤 해줬으니 포장지 한번 벗겨야겠군.
So we'll go to the next phase, I guess, of this. I forgot about
이거
this.
분강 맞지? 그렇지. 필살. 바로 그거다 딸래. 브레이크 슬램.
During focused encounters, you, the manager, may occasionally be tasked with making key decisions in choice events. The tide of battle may drastically shift depending on your choices, so choose wisely. These choice event functions like skill checks. They have a required sin affinity and a threshold to pass. Each choice event presents an affinity's advantage. Select a sinner with a matching skill affinity to increase your chances of success. Passing or failing a check will determine the outcome. A heart torn into thousands of pieces must be kept from all eyes. Thus it burrowed into the ground and tangled itself. Yet someone has to pull up these thorny roots, as there is no wound that can remain unearthed. The sinners gave each other looks. Being coiled in piercing, sharp pain was something to avoid, even in one's dreams. So, needs to wrath check. They all should pass, but this has the most coins to potentially pass, I think. So, their hands, they dug up the roots. In their hands were the doubts of others. The sinners realized that while the injury may heal, distrust might take deep root in their heart. The effect of entangling roots
이번
expired.
업무도 여유 있게 해냈지.
엄마만큼은 못하지만 나도 녹이면서 뵐 수 있거든.
Any of these gonna be able to fight this? Oh, that's favored, so that's good.
그럼 끝이다.
쳐다보긴 우리 엄마 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
뭐야?
Huh. That's it?
환상체는
I heard abnormalities were supposed to be so powerful that even suppressing them is a dangerous task.
클리포트 억제력 때문이에요.
It's the Cliffoth deterrence in action.
뭐? 커피 포트?
What? Coffee pots?
환상체들을
Force that weakens the abnormalities. Its original purpose is to safely supervise them and contain. As we continue our assignment in collecting more golden boughs, the deterrence will weaken as well. The battle did not get too complicated this time, but so we might be going up against abnormalities we can't kill no matter how many times we throw our lives against it later down the line. That's a terrifying thought. Where did its corpse go anyway? I'm pretty sure that attack did it in.
분명 숨통은 끊어졌습니다.
It was felled without a doubt. Any thanks to your exceptional command. All thanks to your exceptional command, Executive Manager. Couldn't have just shot up into the sky, could it?
역시 관리자님입니다.
Brilliant insight as always, Executive Manager. Such a possibility cannot be ruled out. Don't you see how thick the ceiling between us and the surface is?
이쪽을 보세요.
Over there. Yuri gestured towards something listlessly. The shock of losing Aya must have shaken her up pretty badly, but seeing her endure and keep her chin up, I figured it was best to just let her be instead of trying to comfort her with a few words. Is that an egg?
환상체의 핵이군요.
It's the core of the abnormality. When suppressed via appropriate measures, it will be reduced to this condensed ovate form.
그리고 부화할 거예요.
And it'll hatch once enough time has passed here.
뭐?
Hatch?
개 같은 일이.
You've got to be joking.
이것들이 죽지
You mean those things can't be killed permanently?
환상체는 죽지 않아요.
Abnormalities simply cannot
그래서
die.
일사의 생산
It's one of the factors that contribute to L-Corp's massive energy production.
이 상태의 핵을 격리실에 가져다 놓는.
When I used to work here, my job was to put the cores back in their containment units.
이젠
Now,
바쁘네요.
things have changed.
알이 다시
Is there anything we can do before this egg hatches?
림버스 컴퍼니에는
Limbus Company has a department dedicated to dealing with abnormalities like
그들이
this.
회수해 갈 겁니다.
They'll handle the retrieval of the egg.
그 애프터
Right,
팀이요?
the after team, was it?
안내받을 때.
I remember hearing
그랬던
about
기억이
them
나요.
during orientation.
그럼 시간 끌지 말고 빨리.
What's stopping you from calling them now?
연락은
The transmission device is on Mephistopheles.
그건 그렇겠지.
Figures.
너무 걱정할 필요는 없습니다.
No need to worry. Once we have the golden vow, we'll have to return
싫어도 돌아갈 테니까.
whether we like it or not. We went down another floor.
이곳을 다시 오게 될 줄 몰랐어.
Never thought I'd come back here.
대체적으로 로보토미 지부들은
Most of Lobotomy
여러 개의
Corporation's
층으로
facilities
구성되어
consist
있어요.
of multiple floors.
그리고 각자
Each
층마다
floor should be occupied by an
주인이 되는
abnormality
콘센트들이 존재할
marking
거예요.
its domain.
아까
Seriously?
또 나온다고?
There's more of them?
그런
So where did you
I got
figure
these
all
are
that info about what we'd face and stuff?
파우스트는
Faust
모든 걸
knows
알고
it
있어요.
all.
안내에서는 비포
The
팀
guide said the
사전
before
좀
team does
설명해줘서
reconnaissance
하더라고요.
in advance.
그냥 네가 관계자라서.
So you only know that because you have ties to the staff?
틀린 말을 하진 않았잖아요.
That information does not contradict my statement.
어쨌든
In any case, this means we should expect at least one major threat on every floor.
등 뒤에 적을 두고서
It'd be
전진하는
idiotic to
멍청한 일은 할수
advance into
없으니
the unknown with
결국 그 팀의
hostilities on our
환상처럼 정리해야만
six.
하겠군.
Or hostiles on our six. Looks like we have no choice but to take them down as we go.
파우스트가 할 말을 앗아가
He took the
버렸네요.
words right out of Faust's mouth.
말하지 않더라도
Is
의도를
it not an
전달할
ideal
수
thing
있다면
to be able to convey your
그보다
intentions
이상적인
before
것은
they've
없지
been
않겠어.
verbalized?
단테,
Dante,
별이
it's time to
볼
see the star. I'm starting to feel like I'm being taken for granted. Alright, we're at a quick... we're at a quick break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. Seconds. Why are you taking so long to connect? Ugh. Oh, this is other people. Are people going into it with like
볼 것도 없이 처형이군.
Another veteran appeared from the dark, his gait grim and heavy. He must have been a high-ranking soldier once. Despite its age, his badge still gleamed.
그레고르 과장?
Manager Gregor?
당신 얼굴은
I think I know your face, but from where?
자네 부장이었다.
I was the head manager of your team. Decrepit G Corp head manager.
혼자 도망친 것도
It's
모자라.
incredible how a deserter like you has the audacity to kill my men. They were once your own comrades, you know. Look, the war ended a decade ago. Haven't any of you learned to move on from playing soldiers? Ended? Nothing has ended. Nothing has ended. Damn it. The war might have ended for you when you deserted G Corp. But for the rest of us, we've never left the battlefield, even to this day. As much as I'd rather not relate to you this way, I'm not really that different here. Then you ought to understand, Manager Gregor. Only one verdict awaits deserters. You say that like it means something, but it's against company policy to carry out summary execution for personal revenge, boss man.
저들에게서는 묘혈의 향이 나오.
전투 응대에 나선다.
낙인을 새겨드리죠. 일반적인 상황에서
바로
선택하지.
그거라.
아까 그것만 있었어. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
방금 전에는 굉장했다고. 베르겔 그 인간도 이건 인정할걸?
거긴 킬존이다.
쳐다보긴.
Not gonna matter.
굉장해요. 그렇지. 바로 그거라 딸내.
They're all gonna die. Time to die, clown. Perhaps the time spent off the battlefield has rusted the old soldier's prowess. The head manager, who must have defeated countless enemies in his prime, was now facing his own enemy. People used to respect you, Gregor.
존경해달라고 부탁한 적은 없었어.
I never asked them to. Don't proceed any further. Only hell awaits you.
미안하지만 그러기는 힘들어.
Sorry, but I don't think I can follow your advice. I ought to be a go-getter if I don't want to be fired. Have you abandoned your honor for some pittance? I sold it in a bundle along with my medal. The landlord was getting really impatient about my rent. You can see. The head manager smiled bitterly as he expired. You're no different from us. In the end, we're nothing but disgusting pests. He took a few more shallow breaths, then ceased to move.
어이. 담배 좀 빌릴 수 있나?
Hey, mind if I borrow a cig? But you have one in your mouth.
이번만이다.
Just this once. Gregor put the borrowed cigarette next to the one he already held in his mouth, lit it, then tossed it on the chest of the deceased commander.
미안.
Sorry, didn't want to share mine with that thing.
내 담배.
Ryoshi gave a snort. For a short while, the smoke from Gregor's cigarette lingered in the air with prevailing silence. Basically the same thing, but we don't know what this is.
징수하겠네.
이곳부터는 폐장병들이 머물렀던
I don't see any
흔적도
signs of those
보이지 않네.
ex-soldiers around here or up ahead.
더 이상 전진은 하지 말라고.
Commander did warn us not to go further. As we proceed, we discover bodies that seemed to be here for quite some time.
이건 우리
There are,
아니
I mean,
엘사
L-Corp's employees.
둔기로 맞은 흔적이요.
I see traces of blunt instruments. All the bodies share them, in fact.
관리 기록서.
A management report.
이건
This
환상적
document
관리법을
contains
적어둔
instructions for
문서예요.
keeping abnormalities in check.
보통 관리 업무를
But
지정받으면
employees tasked
2개월
with
정도로
managing an
암기를 해서 들어가는
abnormality will usually memorize
이런 건
the
필요
instructions perfectly, down to each minute detail. They wouldn't have needed these, so why
추측컨대
dare say none of them had the necessary information when abnormality escaped?
아직 격리실로 운반하지 않은
The eggs
놈들이
weren't moved into containment yet.
그럴 수도
That could be the
있겠네요.
case. There are way too many corpses here.
대체 어떤 환상책일래?
What kind of
이렇게
abnormality
많은
could have
죽은 자.
massacred all these people?
잠깐,
Hang on.
이게 무슨
What's
냄새죠?
that smell?
이번에 사무실에서
You see, our office purchased a rather expensive gear the other day.
얜 또 뭐라는 거냐?
What's this bloke on about?
특정 층부터는
Sources suggest that toxin levels will begin to rise after a certain floor.
나
Ah,
아까부터 귀에서 피가
I've been
흐르는데
bleeding from my ears for a while
괜찮은
now.
거야?
Should I be worried?
고난 없이
No battle is fought without adversity.
지속 노출되면 신체에서 지속.
I was also told that continued exposure may cause bleeding.
정작 그렇게 말하는 본인은 너무
How come you're
멀쩡한데?
okay though?
이거
This
예전에
is-
보급되었던
It's the anti-abnormality gas grenade supplied to employees.
시체들 사이에서
One must have gone off somewhere among the bodies here.
확실히 이 부분부터는
Yes, it seems the toxicity level is pretty high around this area. Welcome, Deacon. Hopkins had to put on a gas mask before we noticed. Had put on a gas mask before we
뭐야?
noticed.
우린 저런 거
Hey
없어?
now, what about us?
제공되는 보급품을
We weren't granted any
받아왔습니다.
additional supplies.
이 새끼.
You slippery rat.
일찌감치
You knew about this.
버러지가
Bloody scum. What you are... Heathcliff broke off mid-sentence and dropped to one knee.
흥분하면 혈류가
No
더
problem.
빨라집니다. 독이 금방 퍼진다는 거죠.
Elevated emotional states accelerate blood flow. In other words, the toxin will spread faster.
자리에서
Try to
되돌아오지
remain calm,
말고
minimize movement, and breathe at regular intervals. Hopkins, why didn't you warn me?
나야말로
Oh,
물어보는 유리.
I've got a question for you too, Yuri.
별 기대도 안 하고 들여놓은
Why would I make our
진짜
office
진짜
squander its precious funds on expensive gadgets for a deadweight like you to waste?
냉정하게 말하면
Let's be real, it's a miracle that you managed to join us in the first place.
나야는 널 귀엽게 봐서 챙겨줘.
I may have taken a liking to you, enough to give you special treatment. But now that she's dead, who gives a damn?
비겁한 새끼.
Sneaky blighter,
그러고 살기
how do you
싫냐?
live with yourself?
해결사에게 비겁이라니.
Don't be silly.
또 않는 말.
Everything's fair game for a fixer.
붉은 시선님이 데리고
Hearing that
다니는
Red Gaze had company tickled my curiosity, but as it turns out,
제대로 된 도구나
you were just a ragtag band of lunatics who thought it'd be a good idea to waltz right into these death traps without even a bit of research.
쳤다 새끼를
Can't believe
그냥
we've gotta
봐야 한다.
let that tosser carry on. Picking up on the hostility, Hopkins backed off and made a quick dash for the exit.
그래도 덕분에
Well, at least I managed to grab an armful of amphiphilin, thanks to you.
창피할 테니까
I'll write my report that you all went missing cause death by asphyxiation is just too embarrassing.
그럼
Ta-da! Yuri slumped to the floor, watching blood pour from her nose to her head. Pour from her nose to her hands. As she wasn't the only one, Rhodia, Heathcliff, and the other sinners were writhing in pain as blood gushed out of them. Gregor? Ugh.
유품이나 챙겨.
I took this with me so I could have something to remember her by. He was holding the same type of gas mask as the one Hopkins wore. But why?
아야씨가
So Miss Aya, she looked after you, huh?
그럼 네 거지.
This is as good as yours, then.
도구도 없이 기어들어온
As
미친놈.
for our unprepared band of lunatics, we do have a way out. Don't worry about us. Coughing up blood, Yuri put on the mask. I know he's right. I know it's hard for someone without connections like myself to be appreciated by an office. No matter how many errands I run for them all day, all night. There were only 3 minutes left until the branch was locked down. Initiating site burial. The doors were about to close on me. Energy transfer is 85% complete. Yuri, don't leave me behind. Yuri! So what was I supposed to do? Is it so wrong that I survived? Should I have been buried alive alongside my coworkers? The whole building was being locked down just to keep the abnormalities from getting out. It is a sin. Down here, it is. That does sting a bit, Gregor. I stood there blankly for a moment, then snapped back and looked over at the sinners. Half of them were already dead on the ground, and Ishmael's head dropped after she said her last words. A sin. But... so what, buddy? You've got to live on like it's nobody's business. Laying guilt on yourself over spilled milk will wear your heart out. Once Gregor drew his last breath, Yuri and I remained the only survivors. Don't worry too much about us. I can take them back there and revive them. I knew all Yuri could hear was the mechanical ticking, but I did my best to communicate my words to her nonetheless. I know. But she did not speak again for a while. After a long stretch of heavy, awkward gloom, the toxic gas finally cleared. Looks like it's okay now. Oh, yeah. I'll give you a hand. Let's go bring your people back to life. With that, Yuri took off her gas mask and calmly carried the sinners on her shoulders, one by one. Unsure how to respond to the look on her face, I decided to keep quiet.
쟤네 좀 봐. 속이 메스꺼워 보여.
I mean, these shouldn't be too difficult.
전투응대에 나선다.
훌륭하오. 이건 특별히
굉장해요.
Now we're getting through the first chapter of Limbus' story. This is the dungeon at the end of the first chapter. Were those abnormalities responsible for killing all the employees?
아니에요.
I doubt that.
짐작이 맞다면.
My guess is right.
전방을 주시하십시오, 관리자님.
Please keep your eyes forward, Executive Manager. There's only one of them. A humanoid bearing the head of a statue is slumped against the wall.
안녕.
Hi. Are you here to draw your lot? Gather all your ideas and give them to me. Then we'll find the winner. hand was barely grasping onto the strap of an employee card. Alex was the name written on it.
알렉스.
Alex.
제정신이 아닌데.
Gone nuts,
정신
has
좀
she?
차리고 뭐야?
And what's that babble about winners?
어떤 환상체들은
Some abnormalities had to be placated with regular offerings as part of the managerial guidelines.
그쪽으로 가면 안
You
돼.
shouldn't go that way. They will
그것들이
find you.
그리고 결국
You had to sacrifice people to it, didn't you?
있었던 거.
네가 뽑을
It's your turn
차례야.
to draw people.
인신 공양을 하지 않으면 어떻게 되는데요?
What happens if no human sacrifice is made?
그건 몰라요.
We never found out.
알렉은 항상
We'd
철저히
never
지켜졌을
deviate
거예요.
from the procedures.
탈출해서 닥치는 대로 사람을
Yes, it
죽이고
escaped
다녔던
and started
건가요?
killing people left and right.
그
That
환상체라는
abnormality
건
must have been
되게
one
중요하나 보네.
spineless bugger. Does it
만나면
whack
뒤통수를
victims in the
까고
back of the
다니겠지?
head?
그게 무슨
What
말이에요?
do you mean?
단체로 눈이 삐기라도 했냐?
Do you all get jabbed in the eye or what? Those wounds were clearly left by humans. You can tell they were beating the shite out of each other.
저 등신들은
Those
지들끼리
thickos
치고받고
killed
뒤진 거야.
each other in a fight.
왜-
But
왜 그런
but
거예요?
why would they do that?
뻔하지.
It's clear as day.
지부가 무너지고 한동안은 어떻게든 살아남을 거라
Perhaps figured they
생각했을
could last a bit even after the branch got buried.
거야. 꾸준히 사람을
Keep up the
바치기만 한다면
stream of human
언젠간
sacrifices
구조가 될
nice and
수도
steady,
있으니까.
and rescue might eventually arrive.
제비 뽑기로 몇 달은
Guess they
버텼겠지.
kept the lots going for a few
일단
months,
죽으면
buying
자기만은
themselves
버틸 수
time
있으니까.
with each sacrifice.
근데 그걸 희생자가
Problem,
구조대로
though.
받아들이겠냐?
You'd think the one who drew the short straw would always go quietly?
내가 죽을 바엔
If I were them, I'd rather bash the
있는
nearest
머리
bloke's
퉁
head in than
터뜨리겠어.
let him kill me.
그럼 적어도 지금 내가 받쳐
Better them than me, ain't that right?
뭐 그렇게
And the rest is history, I bet.
그러다 마지막으로 살아남아서
The last survivor
그들과
put
같은
on the
속상한
stone
기술을
mask
쓰고 있어.
belonging to the statue heads,
인신 공양을 피할 수
believing that
있을
it'll
거라고 생각했군요.
save her from being sacrificed.
그럴 리가 없어요.
That
알렉스는
can't
자기가
be.
살려고 남을
Alex
죽이는
isn't the
기분이
kind of
절대-
person who'd kill just so she could save her own skin.
그걸 네가 어떻게 알아?
How do you know that?
저놈이 진짜 알렉스인지
You
확실하지도
can't even be
않잖아.
sure that it's actually Alex or not.
한 가지
Let me
조언을
give you a
해줄까?
tip.
그들이
You'll be
직접
much better off
데려오기 전에
going on your own
직접
foot
걸어가는
before
편이
they come for you.
훨씬
Heh,
편할
heh.
거야. 이만 떠나지. 이제
Let us be on our way. This person will perish before long. While everyone else moved forward and moved along, Yuri remained in place and kept on staring at the statue-clad individual.
네 잘못이 아니었어.
It wasn't your fault.
알고 있지?
You know it's not, right?
날 두고
Leave me
가.
behind, Yuri. Please leave
제발
me.
날 두고.
It's time to go. They're rummaging through corpses looking for something. Relentless demands for an offering ring in the ear. They look like they might jump at any second. You see a dying person nearby gasping for air. Should you offer this person up, or... Let's win a stronger ego gift. Don't offer the person. Win the next battle to gain ego gift, Bloodied Mask of a Devotee. Should keep the ones that have been fighting the whole time.
헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
뭔가 불안해 보이네요. 지금 공격하면 대처하지 못할지도 모르겠어요.
Hey, here we go.
거긴 킬존이다.
쳐다보긴 너무 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
훌륭하오. 이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없고
조금 더 과감하게.
Smash. Bash.
대성공이야. 가름 신나. 노래
그렇지.
불러.
바로 그거다 딸래.
되겠냐고요.
Did I get it right?
영원한 잠으로.
Did I do it in one turn?
현명한 판단.
Oh yeah, I did it in one turn. All allies gain +5 offensive level and +5 defensive. Aye. Breathing in water, not a good idea. We got the calendar. This is a extremely fun battle.
발목 잡지 않도록 최선을 다할게요.
I don't exactly remember how it works.
쟤네 좀 봐. 속이 메스꺼워 보여.
That proceeds to the next phase after all the clay dolls are defeated. Well, I mean, that shouldn't be too difficult. It's only 18. Let's go with this. 2012 plus that. Plenty, and that's 18 plus probably more, so I think it should be
당신의
good.
판단을 따를게요. 굉장해요.
쳐다보기에는 우리는 멋있는 건 알아가지고
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
엄마만큼은
Nora, this is
못하지만
set. Seems to
나도
want
이기면서
something,
뵐수
but
있거든.
what should we give? Now it's just got tax. Both arms are destroyed, or the main body's HP brought to 70%. The battle proceeds to the next phase. So if I remember correctly, don't worry too much about these because they don't do that much damage. These are the priority. So we probably want to redirect something away from just hitting her. Then that almost kills the arm by itself.
재밌겠는데?
가지 않아가
That broke the
맥없이
arm.
꺾이는구려. 훌륭하오.
이거
이외에
분당 맞지?
특별히 첨언할 이유도 없고.
필살. 바로 그거다. 브레이크 슬램.
There are many ways to calm one down, but this abnormality seems to like gifts the most. A fresh batch of blood might be able to appease it. Looks like one of the sinners will have to do the clay doll's job. Probably this one. Satiated, the abnormality calms down for a moment. Don Quixote loses 20 HP. All Doomsday Calendar's parts gain 3 attack power down.
이번 업무도 여유 있게 해냈지.
방금 건 제대로 안 꺼냈어. 돌아가면 맥주라도 사야겠는걸?
So we want to redirect. want to kill a few of these.
전투응대에 나선 그쯤 해줬으니
쳐다보기
포장지 한번 벗겨야겠군.
얼마나 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
적확한 하나였어.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
낙인을 새겨드리죠.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
그렇지. 바로 그거로 딸름.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
우와,
이번에야말로
사람도
이
깜짝.
싸움을 끝내주겠어.
Part of the Aeronauts program went down. We'll have to make an offering to Comus. I think we already kind of did that, so I think we just go for that, and then we just load everything else up here.
전투응대에 나선다.
쳐다보긴
We should be
우리 엄마 멋있는 건
good to
알아가지고.
go.
좋아. 모의풀이에 성공했어. 계속 몰아붙이자.
알겠냐고.
There we go.
2층에는 유독
This floor is
구조물들이
crawling
많이
with
보이네.
maggots. These bugs aren't so bad after the last floor's abnormality. Don't want to see anything like that ever again.
그렉이 들으면 기뻐.
Sure, Greg would be glad to hear that, aren't you, Buggy Buddy? But Gregor wasn't paying attention to Rhodia.
다들 아까부터 무슨 소리
Don't you hear something?
소리라면 계속
You've been
들렸잖아요.
hearing a constant growl.
로자 씨,
Rhodia, are
이상한 곳까지
you
배가
really
고픈가요?
that hungry at all times? At a time like this?
그런 걸 모르는
Hey,
척하는 거야.
don't you know you're supposed to let that kind of stuff slide? Come on, girl.
아니, 그거
No.
말고.
Not like that. It's
Not
like for the first time on the expedition, Gregor walked ahead of the group and opened the door next to himself as if by compulsion.
잠깐, 거긴 환상적
Wait.
격리실.
That's a containment unit.
마치
It's like
그때처럼.
that time. No, the door was already open. Gregor gazed blankly into the room, lost in the shower of the outpouring golden light. Gregor,
우리
did we
시간 여행이라도
travel back in
해볼까요?
time? I see an overcast sky. From a distance, screams and roars twine into a warped cacophony. The ear-shattering boom of artillery and war cries suffuse the air with its acrid sting.
딱 보면 모르는가.
Isn't it obvious? This is
전장.
the battlefield. The heart of it.
이건
Am I dreaming?
뭐,
Is this a nightmare? What?
왜?
Why am I back here?
그러니까 왜 전장 한복?
Why the hell are we in a bloody
하나라도
battlefield?
빠진 거 아니야?
Did we trigger a trap or something?
아니요.
No.
길을 잘 찾아.
We're on the right track.
멀지 않은 곳에
The essence of the technology we're looking for is not far from here.
황금가지요.
You mean the Golden Bow?
네.
Correct.
다들 이곳이
Do you
언제인지
recognize when this was?
알아보시겠나요?
눈이라는 게 있다면
Anyone with
한눈에
functioning
알아보겠지.
eyes should know at a glance. I actually don't. I confess straight up. I
관리자님
cannot
모르는 게
possibly
아니면
blame you for not recognizing this
관리자님께서는
executive
눈이
manager,
없으시니
as you have no eyes in the conventional sense.
그걸 변명이라고 하나요?
Sure, whatever you say. Otis cleared her throat as if to mask her embarrassment, then narrowed her gaze at the battlefield.
소속을 과시하는 듯한
Judging from the colorful wave of garish flags showing off the factions in play,
연기 전쟁이 발발한
this
지
is at least
최소
70
70일
days into the smoke war.
입니다, 관리자님.
This concludes briefing. This concludes the briefing manager. That's when someone came up from behind and suddenly tugged at Heathcliff's shirt.
당신들 미쳤어? 어서 대피해.
Are you out of your minds? Take shelter now. You'll age rapidly if exposed to that bomb's blast.
엽투소 직원들은
The outpost next to ours turned into a nursing home. They can't even walk without sticks.
대체 이 자식은 누군데 아는 척?
Who the hell are you, and why do you act like you know us? Oh, Manager Gregor. My respects, sir. As soon as he noticed Gregor, the bandaged man snapped to attention and saluted him. You
저를 모르시겠죠?
You wouldn't recognize me, sir. I'm Toma from Biometrics Maintenance.
선발 대열에 계신 줄
I thought
알았는데
you were a part of the advanced party. I didn't expect to find you here at the rear, sir.
합류를 해야 하는 거면
Are you on your way to the front?
전 다리
I could help you get there since
점프에는 자신이
the augmentation on my legs allows me to jump.
말만
Ugh,
들어도 징그러워.
that sounds gross. Toma casts a curious glance toward Rhodia.
당신 방금
You-
무슨 말을
What did you just...
도마.
Hey, Toma. You're an assistant manager or a regular staff.
네 2등
Sir,
사원입니다.
yes, sir. I'm an assistant private, sir.
이쪽은 아직
You see,
시술된 지
she's
얼마
a
안
new
돼서
hire who had her procedure done not
정신차는
long
부작용
ago,
해결되지
so
않았어.
she's still dealing with the delirium side effect. You know how it is. I'll give her a good talking to.
그렇군요.
Ah, I see.
전시의 준비도 안 된
We
지금
must be getting desperate, sending new hires into battle.
아, 미안.
Yeah, we are.
내가 급히
Sorry for the
대화가
trouble.
있어서.
We've got to take her somewhere real quick. Gregor practically yanked himself out of the conversation and hurried to Faust.
어떻게 된 거지, 파우스트 씨?
Just what's going on, Faust? These are
내 기억이잖아.
my memories.
정확히는 자아 심도예요.
We're in the fathoms of your ego, to be precise.
당신의 마음속에 나 있는
An open path to your psyche, in other words.
우리가
You've entered your heart and mind, Gregor. I haven't done that one. I have done that one. I have done that one. So let's go this way, because I haven't done it yet.
볼 것도 없이 처형이군.
I think I'm gonna throw up. Everything's wobbling.
심압이 높아지고 있는 것 같군요.
It would appear the psychogenic pressure is rising,
하지만
but you should be fine.
불안한 악몽을 꾸었던 적이 있었던 것 같다.
I think I once had an unsettling nightmare.
혹은
Maybe
아직도
I'm
악몽을
still in
꾸고
one.
있는 것일지도 모르겠다.
Even now,
이 꿈, 이
in this
공간의
dream,
존재는
there are only two
사람을
colors in the room where I stand.
벽을 온통 뒤덮은
The
청색,
blue covering every wall,
그리고
and the
흔들리는
dangling dot of red.
난 이곳을
I
나가는
know
방법을
how to get out of here
알고
too.
팔을 뻗어
All I had to do was stretch out my arm and
조각
cut the
내기만 하면
hanging
되는
apple.
것이었다.红색 가운을 입은 자들은
People in blue
내가 그
coats seem to
조건을
think I
이해하지
failed
못하는
to
것처럼
understand that.
보였는지 하루에도 몇 번씩 찾아와서
They would come in several times a day and explain it to me over and over.
안타깝게도 내가 이해하지
Fortunately for
못하는
them,
것은
that wasn't the part I struggled to understand.
마침내 이해하기를 포기하고
When I finally gave up thinking
동강
about it,
멘스터가 땅에
and the
떨어지는
sliced apple fell to the floor,
닫혀있던 문이
the
열렸다.
door opened.
계기는 기억나지 않는다.
I don't remember what drove me to do it.
정신적으로 너무 지쳐.
Maybe it was the mental exhaustion.
그냥 체념하기로
Maybe
결심했던
I just
것이지만
decided to give up.
어찌됐든
Either way, what I do remember
아무리
is my desire to break free of the nightmare.
드디어 해냈네.
Finally did
그럴
it.
줄 알았어.
I knew you could. The surgery was successful after all.
앞으로도 그렇게 하면
So you just
된단다.
have to keep it up. Keep chopping the apples in front of you.
사과를
Simple, isn't
좋아하는
it?
거야. 아, 맞다.
Oh, right. Happy 15th birthday.
15번째.
네,
Okay.
포기와 체념을 통해 벗어나는
My
것.
escape came in front of resignation, in the form of resignation and submission.
어느 날 아침
One day, as I awoke from my unsettling
나는
dreams,
한 마리 흉측한
I'd found myself
사과를
transformed
떼어내서
into some
발견할 수
hideous
있었다.
pest.
사과를 조각낸다.
I cut apples in half.
어떤 건 딱딱했고
Some were hard, some crumbly, some were soft, some sappy.
동네가 퍼질 때마다
The sugary smell made me sick.
가끔 구역에 다른 건 언제였을까?
At some point, I realized something.
꿈에서 깨어났다고
I
생각했지.
thought I'd woken up from the dream,
나는 여전히
but I was still right in the middle of that night.
쟤네 좀 봐. 속이 메스꺼워 보여.
재밌겠는데?
대성공이야. 가방 신나.
쳐다보고
노래
있네.
부를까?
우리는 멋있는 거 안 나갈까?
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기내 말만 한 거로
율라
굉장해요.
이러면 아무것도 못하죠.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
전투 응대에 나선다.
과감하게.
Hey. Next one.
5, 4, 3, 1 시작.
또
Still in a battlefield.
아까랑 같은 장소네요.
It's the same place as before.
조금 달라졌지만.
Something's changed though. Someone came up from behind and suddenly tugged at Heathcliff's shirt.
당신들 미쳤어?
Are you out of minds? Out of your minds? Get to shelter now. You'll age rapidly if exposed to the bomb's blast. The nest next to ours turned into a nursing home. They can't even walk without sticks.
이전은
Hold
아까
on. Isn't he the same guy we just...
하지만 너무 걱정하지 마.
But don't worry,
계시니까.
because Manager Gregor is with us. Gregor is with us.
우리와 다르게
He doesn't suffer side effects like the rest of us do.
재생까지 가능하잖아요.
He can regenerate too.
실력으로는 누구보다
He was
탁월한
operated on by none other than
분이군요.
Herman, our most skilled director.
그런 분이 후발부대에 계시면
Hero
안
like
되죠?
you shouldn't be on the
제가
rear
태워다
guard.
드리겠습니다.
I'll give you a ride.
뭔데?
What?
가까이
What
오지
the
마.
hell? Get away from me. 4 pairs of wings emerged from his back, clicking and twitching.
왜 도망가세요?
Why are you running?
깃발을 들고
You should be taking the lead
싸워주세요.
on the front lines of our G-Corp banner, held high.
난
I
원한 적 없었어.
never wanted any of this. Not the procedure, nor the war.
앞장서서
Take the lead. Take. Toma's mouth tears open, and a pair of long antennae begin to break through his skin.
또 싸워야 돼.
Yikes! We gotta fight them
슬슬
again?
안 좋아지는데.
My stomach is gonna turn.
무슨 헛소리지?
What is that display of weakness? Do you wish to be punished for insubordination? I think we should run here?
탁월한 계획입니다,
An
관리자.
excellent plan, Executive Manager. Knowing when to strike and when to withdraw is an excellent quality of a commander.
뭐 이런 녀석이 다 있어?
Hell is her deal.
후퇴는
Retreat is not an option.
이해가 되지 않아요.
I don't get it. I heard every employee under the corporation had modifications, but
이렇게까지
it
고약하지
couldn't have been this
않았을 텐데.
foul.
사실과는 다소 다를 수 있습니다.
What we see here may differ from actual accounts.
그레고르 씨의 기억이
This
아니라
path was not paved by Gregor's memories, but his heart.
마음속에서 아군들은
This is how he felt in his heart about his own allies?
그 둥지에서 모든
Did
직원들
all the employees in your wing receive the augmentation procedure?
대부분
Most.
다들 동의하에 집도되었던
Was it
건가요?
done with their consent?
이건 정말
That's so.
회사 직원들은
Did the people in L-Corp consent to offering themselves up to the abnormalities?
그건
I heard that was
계약서에
written
명시가
in
되어 있었다고
the
했어요.
contract.
우린 알지
We were
못했지만
never properly informed.
효율적인 관리를 위해서는
They said such
그런 절차는
red
배제해야
tapes
한다고.
should be skipped for efficient management.
공포를 직면해야만 한다.
That we should face the fear.
그러니까
Meaning,
입사한 직원들은
everyone who
지금도
joined the corporation agreed
자기도
to it,
모르게 동의한 셈이죠.
knowingly or not.
우리라고 달랐을까?
And guess how it went for us then?
뭔가 불안해 보이네요. 지금 공격하면 대처하지 못할지도 모르겠어요. 따를게요.
Good enough, just.
굉장해요.
몰라 열받죠. 이러면 아무것도
대상
못하죠.
사망.
우와,
이번에야말로
사람도
이
깜짝.
싸움을 끝내주겠어. 여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
대상 사망.
이외에 특별히 적확한 한압이었어.
알아가지고.
요리 씨,
What's the
Oh,
delay,
boy.
Yuri?
잠시만요.
Give me a second,
가방에서
please.
방독면이 떨어져서.
The gas mask fell off my bag.
이젠 쓸모도 없을 텐데.
I don't see it serving any practical purpose now. You're only weighing yourself down.
아야씨,
I mean, it's
유품이잖아요.
Aya's memento.
N사 소속도 아니면서
You indulge in the
가장
most
의미
pointless
있는 짓을
activity in the world, and you aren't even from Encore.
반대로 묶어야 돼요.
Tie it the other way.
네?
Sorry?
매듭이요.
The knot. It'll
그렇게
come loose
묶으면
again if you
금방
tie it
다시
that way.
떨어질 거예요. 배에서 안 풀리게
There's
묶던
a sailor's
방법이
knot I
있어요.
learned on the
버스로
boat.
돌아가면
Teach you how to
방법이
do it
되니까.
back on the bus.
아,
Oh,
고마워요.
thank you.
뭔데?
What's
너네
this?
뭔데 화목하고
Since when
자빠졌냐?
were you two so chummy?
유리.
Yuri,
이렇게 된 거.
you know what?
버스 컴퍼니 새 수감자로.
Why don't you join our company while you're at it?
제가요?
Me?
그건
That's...
알아.
I know.
베르길리우스나
We need to get the okay from Virgilus or his
그래도
superiors and
말은
all that.
꺼내볼 수 있잖아.
But a little suggestion shouldn't hurt.
글쎄요.
I wonder.
그리고 분홍머리가
Plus, Picare
회사
makes a perfect
마스코트로도
mascot to represent
제격이거든.
us.
어때?
Come on.
어?
Won't you give it some thought? Please?
마스코트요?
Mascot? Yuri smiled for the first time, albeit faintly. Where's that? Let's do this one.
볼 것도 없이 처형이군.
전쟁은 끝났다.
War is over.
하지만 난
Yet my doppelganger still held that silly pose, that confident expression.
난 저런 표정은 짓지
That's
않는다.
not the kind of face I'd make.
하지만
Though, gotta give it to him for making the hair on my arm look as grotesque as it really is. Who drew this?
늘었다.
I've grown fond of humor.
악몽 속에 오래 잠겨.
Long years of drifting into the nightmare must have made me yearn for any hint of liveliness.
쥐사 새끼들은 모조리
The corpse scum should have sent to the gallows. The corpse scum should be sent to the gallows. The whole lot of them.
누군가 중얼거리면서 바닥에 가래침을
Someone murmurs, spitting on the floor.
목소리의 방향이 어디로 향했는지.
I didn't have to look at them to know who or what they were talking about.
그래서였을까?
Knowing that,
속이
I felt
내
nauseous.
저기요.
Sir, are you alright?
어이, 괜찮은 거야?
Hey, something's wrong.
얼굴빛이 영 안 좋아
You look
보이는데.
pale. Or, hey, something wrong? You look pale.
지하철이었는데.
I was just on the subway?
무슨 개소리야?
The hell are you blathering about?
그래.
Greg, we're still on the battlefield. Gregor rummaged around in his pockets for a cigarette out of habit, then froze in place. It must have dawned on him as it did on me. The rest of the sinners seemed to have understood what was happening. Toma is going to grab us and give us a warning any second now.
당신들
Are you...
토마 씨,
Look,
대사가 슬슬
Toma, I'm
지겨워져서
starting to get a little
그런데
sick of your line
우린
reading.
미치지도 않았고
So I'll say it
너와
once.
안 맞을 거야.
We're not out of our minds, and the aging bomb ain't gonna hit us.
아니
No. Instead of elaborating, he points up.
나
I need help.
죽고 싶지 않아.
I don't want to die. Toma was crushed to a pulp right before our eyes. There's only one thing to say in a situation like this. Run!
선원 후퇴.
All troops, retreat! We muster up everything we can to run, but the airborne hand is ever present and shows no sign of letting up. We're all gonna get turned into pancakes. Got any bright ideas, smart arse?
듣는 중이에요.
I'm listening.
심상 속은
There are too many variables to consider in the fathoms of the ego.
결정하기 힘들기 때문에
I can't be hasty with my judgment.
고민할 것이 뭐가 있겠는가?
There's no cause for hesitation. A true hero succumbs not to tribulation.
난
Um,
목사발이 되어버린 시체는
I don't think I want to recover a flattened body.
아, 미안 단테.
Oh, sorry,
정신을
Dante.
보내는 아니야.
Didn't mean it that way. I was tempted to snap back at her, but keeping my mouth shut so the group could focus on making a run for it seemed like the sensible thing to do. Oh.
아직도 생각 중이신가?
Look.
모르는 건
Still thinking, are you? Eh? Well, are you, Miss Know-It-All?
당장의 해결책을 물어본 거라면
If it is an immediate solution you seek, then I have not obtained it yet.
확실한 건
The only thing that can be said for certain is that our objective is not nearby. Dante
그렇다면
would have
태희
to
씨가
respond
지금까지
strongly
적극적인 반응을
otherwise.
보였을 때
Me?
장난해?
Are you joking?
지금까지 겨우 알아낸 게
That's all
그거야?
you've got? Heathcliff furrowed his brow, ready to snap at the unhelpful savant. But after a sudden cloche with the massive palm, he began speeding up without a word. Gregor?
뭐야?
Whoa, hey, what? Why the hold up?
알 것 같아.
I think I see it now.
이것이
If this world is a product of my mind... Gregor took a breather, then looked up at the sky. We shouldn't run away from that hand.
기어이 맡으니까
Did
가버렸냐?
you finally get the crackers or what?
그레고르 확실한
Gregor, are you sure?
지금까지
My life has never been mine to
뭐
live.
하나 이건 역시
It only makes sense that resisting is meaningless in this reflection of my mind.
그렇다면
In that case,
저항을
letting the inevitable
그만두게
happen
해야 할지도 몰라.
might be the answer.
진심이냐? 다들
Are you all serious? It's not like there's any other way. We're all exhausted.
그리고 말이지.
Besides, look at the patterns on its nails.
저런 무늬의 매니큐어는 흔하지
You
않아.
don't see that kind of polish just anywhere.
손바닥의 주인이
That hand belongs to who I think it does. You will
절대로
not stop
포기하지 않을
chasing
거야.
us.
파우스트 씨,
Faust, you
당신
said this is a path in my
이게 내
heart,
마음의
right?
길이랬나? 그렇다면 확실할
Then
거야.
I can tell you this for sure.
내 마음의
It's
길은
about to hit a dead end,
이 악몽도
be it the nightmare or the road.
그 사람의 통제.
I never once strayed from that woman's control. Who is Gregor talking about, and what does he mean by a nightmare? As much as I wanted to ask him,
될 대로 되라지.
might as well. Soon enough, the giant hand cast its shadow over us, descending. Just before it reached us, it stopped to hold us in its grasp. Everything went dark. I felt a disorienting nausea of being lifted into the sky. Only Faust and I managed to find our footing, while everyone else stumbled around from the vertigo. We found ourselves in another battlefield, albeit one that was more familiar to us.
뭔가 불안해 보이네요. 지금 공격하면 대처하지 못할지도 모르겠어요.
There you go, everyone is dominating.
그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸래.
열라 열가
대성공이야.
이러면
다른
아무것도
신나.
못해도
노래 부를까?
아직 징수할 내역이 남았으니 죽지는 마시게.
조금 더. 아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
우리 엄마 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
훌륭하오. 이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없군.
방금 건 제대로 한 건 했어. 돌아가면 맥주라도 사야겠는걸?
당신의 판단을 따를게요.
쳐다보기
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
알아가지고.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
아직 징수할 이러네.
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸?
징수하겠네.
Just straight into battle, no story. Alright.
저들에게서는 묘혈의 향이 나오.
해보겠네.
대성공이야. 다른 신나.
굉장해요. 준비한 기밀은 이게 다인가?
최고의
이번에야말로
선택이었어.
싸움을 끝내주겠어.
적화 큰 하나비었어.
대상 사망. 징수 진행 불가.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
Well, easy peasy. And on to the next. And I guess we reset our freaking SP again. I don't know why she keeps losing sanity. Alright, here we go. The apple. Oh, this is a lot of fun. Everyone ready?
징수하겠네.
단테, 이 격리실압
Dante,
여태까지 만난 것
something about this containment unit seems different from the others, does it not? Yeah, it really does. Wait, is this? Yeah, that is most likely where we can find the abnormality in which the golden bow has taken root.
그래도
We did manage to come this far, huh?
그레고르 씨,
Say, Gregor,
버스로 돌아가면 카론한테 지도
when we go back to the bus, can I teach Charon to use a map? Charon to use a map?
그래.
Yeah, sounds good.
좋아할 거야.
Sure she'd like it.
그럴까요?
I doubt that. Sinclair shook his head, then dry retched afterwards.
돌아갈 곳이
It's
있다는
nice to
건
have a place to go back
좋은
to.
거네요. 좋아, 얼른 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
전투응대에 나선다.
쳐다보긴 우리 엄마 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸렘.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
전투응대에 나선다.
쳐다보긴
Make quick work of this one, and we move on to the
우리가
next.
날아갔어요.
On to the next stage.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸렘.
훌륭하오. 이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도
The apple's body broke, and the raging fruit still grew. Could the golden bough really be in there? I'll go check it out, Yuri said to the others. The sinner with the bug arm seemed nervous about this. Does he want to go with her, perhaps? Can't send Yuri out there alone. What sinner will be able to keep her safe? Fruit's cracked shell suddenly began to rattle as if it would jump at any moment. Otis managed to escape, but it seems Yuri couldn't. The fruit's flesh melted to form a new body. Don't feel too guilty about it. One life lost is better than two. Golden apple formed a new body.
이래서 몸이
Abnormality devoured Yuri in one bite. She was gone without a trace. I can save the other sinners, but there's nothing I can do about Yuri. Without a word, Gregor hacked and slashed away at the abnormality, as if he expected to find Yuri unscathed by slicing the apple open.
쟤네 좀 봐. 속이 메스꺼워 보여.
One is going to her. This one. Alright, that should be pretty good.
재밌겠는데? 쳐다보긴 우리 하나 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
준비한 기획은 이게
대성공이야.
다인가?
Head.
가장 신나.
그렇지.
노래
이거
부를까?
공감 맞지?
바로 그거다. 얄레. 필살. 바이올렛 브레이크 슬램.
적확한 한압이었어.
Oh. Broke through. Only for a couple damage, though.
엄청난 공격이었어요. 어떻게 저렇게 강하실 수 있죠?
당신의 판단을 따를게요.
Some damage.
쳐다보긴
Probably end this phase right here.
한 번 휘두른 걸로 이렇게나? 완전 멋있는 거.
Massive maggots falls apart in a hail of silent screams. Beyond that, I see a wave of radiant golden light. Is that the golden bough? Just as I began to approach it, the apple begins to tremble.
저 혹시
Excuse me,
컴퍼니에서 오신
are you the
분들
people from Limbus Company?
맞나요?
Yuri, you're okay? Even though I had clearly seen it devour her, I couldn't stop myself from asking.
버스로 돌아가면
When we get back to the bus, can I
될까요?
Charin how to... Then I saw a glimpse of the pink locks of hair that Rhodia took a liking to. Yuri's head stood motionless, facing Gregor. Her face was upright. However, the Yuri we knew, the Yuri who accompanied us, was always hunched over, slouched, and laden as though it were the obligation of the sole survivor to carry the weight of her dead colleagues. So, I had no reason to hesitate to warn him. That's not Yuri, Gregor.
그래,
No,
내 생각에도 그런 것
I
같아.
don't think it is either. Gregor accepts it calmly. He then outstretches his arm, sending it flying towards Yuri. Yet, it soon pauses midair.
죽고 싶지 않았어요.
I didn't want to die. Cut her down, Gregor. I don't know if this is the right thing to do as the manager.
그 누구도
None of us
싶어 하진
wants to
않았어요.
die. But I had to shout at Greg now to stop him from breaking. Cut it now. I don't want to die. This is the verminous arm. Stop inches away from piercing the civilian's throat. I pulled against it with all my might, but it wouldn't budge. But please don't kill me. Just take my money, whatever you want. Let the woman go. Otherwise, I will stop you by force. My arm. Cut off the arm, now. This is your final warning. Release her now, or cut it off. As the dismembered arm falls to the ground, she slides down the wall, gasping. However, peace doesn't last long. The arm starts regenerating from its twitching stump. Are you alright, sir? No, stay away from me. Don't come any closer. The regrown arm rushes forward as if it remembered the pain it suffered mere moments ago. You have my utmost respect, Manager Gregor, sir. Don't do that. I never wanted to be part of this war. What was I supposed to do? Is it so wrong that I survived? Please, live. Just live on. None of us asked for this to happen. None of us asked to be in this mess. To be so close here, on the very periphery of the end, only to be stopped moments before your labor bears fruit. How regrettable. Well, we'll take it. Opportunities left unclaimed will only become null and void. Yuri's head tumbled to the ground. It wasn't Gregor's doing. Yuri's mouth opens and lets something out. It was a tree branch radiating a bright golden glow. Seeking the bough, were you? You. A bit small, isn't it? I'm Herman. Herman. We'll see each other often. The reason being, we need those boughs, and you can find them. You won't die, but we will kill you. Herman nudges Yuri's head with her foot. All in due time, of course. We'll take good care of the golden bough you found. Gubo, my dear compatriot. Is this the path you've chosen? Indeed it is. Only few remain now. It's been a while, brother. Do you know how filthy your clothes smell? Only your family were here to see the sorry state you're in. Some reunion this has turned into. How are you treating that gift of mine, son? I didn't invest in you just to see you in such a mess. I never asked for this. Not once. You should at least finish unwrapping the present. That little arm isn't all there is to it. Alright now, that's enough greetings. The men called Jia Huan clapped twice. Then everything went dark. Like waking from a long nightmare to the break of dawn. After some time passed, and I thought this would be easy enough mission for you. It really is something, your gall to come crawling back here after losing the golden bough right before your eyes. Have I overestimated you? Why don't you give me an excuse, Miss Faust? As it turns out, immortality wasn't the solution to everything. Anything to say for yourself, Dante? There was another group going after the golden bough. You had to have known this, so why didn't you warn me? They're asking about the other faction that sought the golden bough. Faust placidly relayed my words to Virgilus. Virgilus? Don't tell me you're blaming me for this. Tell me then, Dante. Why would we bother sending 12 whole combatants to a place with no threats? After hiring fixers to guide them, too. That's...
관리자 양반.
Enough of that, Manager Bud.
그건 내 탓이야.
It's my fault. If you want someone to blame, I'm right here. How fascinating. Build a sense of camaraderie between you already. Well, I do suppose it's not too bad to cover up for each other since you're all in the same bus. Just know that sticking up for one another doesn't make up for your incompetence.
연락이 왔습니다.
We got a call after Team Spec Ops Section 4 has gone underground for their job. After Team Spec Ops Section 4 has gone underground for their job. Sounds about right. Someone has to salvage the ego and abnormalities left there. Real shame that the instance was lost, though.
뒤끝이 길군.
This is getting excessive.
전장에서 실패는
Failure is a common thing on the battlefield.
목표를
If
달성하지
an
못했다면
objective isn't met, you devise another plan and redeploy.
첫 작전에서 너무 많은 걸
You're
바라는
sure it
게
wasn't
아닌가?
your expectations that were too high for our first mission?
착지라고는 믿을 수 없는 성과를
I
보여줘.
will have you know that the executive manager's performance was nothing short of outstanding. I suppose we'll leave it at that. You're not entirely wrong.
그렇죠.
Certainly. There seemed to be an uncanny tension between Virgilius and Faust. But right now, I had neither the energy nor the willpower left in me to get inquisitive. The bus reeked with the metallic stench of blood and gore that clung to our outfits, but no one thought to open the window, and no one had the urge to have a change of clothes. All of us just sat in place, dwelling on silence. Gregor, who had the most defeated look of them all, started despondently looking out the window. Then he suddenly went to hang something from his pocket near the windshield of the bus.
벌레 양반.
Bug guy,
피의 머리에
what did you put on Mephi's head? A
유품.
memento.
두 사람의 유품이다.
A memento for two.
유리 씨만한 여동생.
I had a sister, just about Yuri's
그냥
age. That's
그랬었다고.
all there is. I considered giving him a pep talk, but the idea quickly dissipated. Ishmael wore a grieving look, Sinclair quietly weeping, and Rhodia let out a distressed sigh. If they couldn't offer him any encouragement, what good would I do?
결혼 시야에 방해가 되진 않겠나?
Caron, won't this get in your way? No,
가면 괜찮아.
Caron will be fine. Alright, let's hit the road.
부릉부릉.
Vroom vroom. The bus slowly grumbled forward. The gas mask hanging by the windshield gently swayed like an ornament. And there we go. The first chapter of Limbus Company has now been streamed.
마지막엔 영 센스가 나쁘군. 그런 허접한 전략인 줄
Everyone
알았으면
got
네 놈과 놀아주지도 않았을 거다.
to level 8, except
이만 끝내지. 슬슬 지루하군.
alright. Well, that finishes chapter 1. So I guess I think I'll probably play this on Wednesday. I'll continue with chapter 2. But for now, let's just, my wife will be home in a few minutes. Don't have a whole lot I can really do, so just start another I'll just go with this because it doesn't matter. See, we got sinking. We got burn and bleed. One of them has poise. There's a lot of slash, so it's probably allies with 2 or more slash skills for the probably. And then we have some burn and we have some bleed. No, we have sinking. Like sinking post we count. Next level. 3 offensive. Unique sinking against targets. Dealing damage with an attack skill that inflicts sinking post count or unique 10 plus. Inflicts 2 sinking potency and plus 2 count at attack damage. 2 times per turn per attack. Focus counters for, so it's just more sinking. Oh, you have to do 2 for the same thing? Oh. I thought you picked 1. If it's 2 of the same, then actually I think all means is about the same. Enemy is killed by an attack of a 1 skill. Let's do this. Don't need any others. We'll save all of our starlight for harder things when we can maybe eventually get there. I like the voodoo doll. Going with those as main things. Try him. T-Corp is also blunt. Those.
데들레비치의 시간이다.
그대들의 면면이 밝고 생기롭군.
거긴 킬존이다.
여기가 흡수니까
대성공이야. 가론 신나. 노래 부를까?
새겨드리죠.
훌륭하고 이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없고.
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
몰라 열받도. 이러면 아무것도 못하죠.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
A couple
재밌겠는데?
not work.
휘말리기 싫으면 비켜.
유효타 좋아.
바로 그거라.
쳐다보긴. 이러면 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
이번에야말로
쟤네 정신을 못 차리는 걸.
싸움을 지금
Kill them all.
했나?
내 갖춤이
보자. 아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
쳐다보긴. 우리는 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
There we go. That killed them all. She's feeding. Probably should have done
현 시간부로 근무
slashing instead. 'Cause there's a lot more slashing than blunt in my group.
기세가 올랐어. 적군들에게
But
본때를 보여줘도 될 것
it's
같은데.
fine. It's not a big
내게
deal.
받쳐주지.
격정 속에서 타올라라.
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
쳐다보긴. 우리는 멋있는 건
바꿔
알아.
놀기.
훌륭하고 이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없고.
소매는 단정하지 않고.
그쯤 해줬으니 보장 잡아.
유효타 좋아.
아직
집중하지.
징수할 내역이 남았으니 숙제는
뭔가
마시게.
불안해 보이네요. 지금 공격하면
40
대처하지 못할지도
minus
모르겠네요.
40 sanity.
이러네.
굉장해요.
Put them out of their misery.
즉시
적확한 한압이었어.
Oh, so the dungeons, I don't care. With an envy, I think are skills basically.
여러분을 위한 일이었어요.
Ooh, rupture, of which I don't think I really have any. So very
볼
helpful.
것도 없이 처형이군.
오, 기운이 솟는다, 단테. 가서 빨리 때려 눕히자고. 해보겠네.
여기가 흡성 전투의
와,
명예따를 기대하는
엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
소매는 단정하지 않고.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
우리는 멋있는 건 알아가지고.
대성공이야. 가론 신나. 노래 부를까?
엄청난
이번에야말로
공격이었어요.
이 싸움을
어떻게
끝내주겠어.
저렇게 강하실 수 있죠?
쳐다보긴.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
휘말리기 싫으면 비켜. 한결 낫네요. 이 공격은 꽤 먹혀진 것 같아요.
완벽한 한 방. 시원한 걸.
훌륭하고
찔렀어.
이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도
소매는
없고.
단정하지 않군요.
이러네.
굉장해요.
사망. 징수 진행 불가.
None of this is really useful. Gain 20% cost me when you combat encounter. I mean, healing. No, if I'm going to be using Honglu, then that's okay. I don't think I need any of those. Power up what I already have. And leave.
헌팅 커틀러리
Go
준비
fight
끝.
the boss.
그대들의
이번에야말로
면면이
이
밝고
싸움을
생기롭군.
끝내주겠어.
Let's see. I do that.
해보겠네.
쳐다보긴 우리는 멋있는 건 알아갈게.
Hey, we're almost done.
대성공이야. 다른 신나. 노래 부를까?
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
Take care of that. Attack these. It doesn't really matter.
그쪽으로.
그렇지. 바로 그거다 딸래.
되겠냐고요.
한결 낫네요.
Boop de doop. That is level 1. Alright, what do we do next? Maybe. Do this. Alright. So that's all for me for today. So we're going to it's mostly all the people that I know. All right, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. I will be back at around 10 p.m. Pacific to continue with Pandora's Tower. And we're going to go say hi to Thydrin. So, thank you again. Bye.